Am I the asshole for stealing my bully's house after she tried to get me fired for being homeless? I, 25F, am a software engineer, but I work from home and love to dress in baggy sweatpants and old hoodies. My neighbor, Sarah, is a total nightmare. She is married to a wealthy guy and thinks she owns the entire street. She constantly complains to the HOA that my beat-up car and messy look are lowering her property value. Last month, Sarah saw me walking to the local park. She stopped her car, rolled down her window, and said, "You look like you're homeless. I've already called your company's HR department and told them you're a drug addict who lives in a squat. You're a stain on this neighborhood." She actually did it. She found my LinkedIn and sent a fake anonymous report to my boss. Luckily, my boss knows me and thinks I'm a genius, so he just laughed and sent me a screenshot of her email. I decided it was time to play a different game. See, Sarah and her husband didn't own their house, they were renting it. And because I'm very good with my money, I had been looking to buy an investment property in the area. I contacted their landlord directly. It turns out the landlord was tired of Sarah too because she was always 3 days late on rent and complained about every tiny thing. I made the landlord an all-cash offer that was way above market value, but with one condition. The house had to be vacant within 30 days. The landlord agreed instantly. He sent Sarah a notice to vacate because the house had been sold. Sarah was devastated. She spent 2 weeks posting on Facebook about how cruel the world is. On moving day, she was standing on the sidewalk, surrounded by boxes, crying. I pulled up in my beat-up car, walked up to her, and pulled out my new set of keys. I looked at her and said, "Hey Sarah, remember when you said I looked homeless? Well, technically you're right. I don't live in that messy house next door anymore. I live in this one. You're standing on my driveway, so you have 10 minutes to clear your junk off my property before I have it towed." Her face went from pale to bright red. She started screaming that I tricked her, but I just smiled and walked into my new house. Now, her husband is mad at her for losing their dream home, and she's living in a tiny apartment across town. My old friends say I went too far, but I think the view from my new porch is perfect. So,